When you see Ghost, we just had RG3 on, and he said he never saw Ghost. I don't know if quarterbacks, everybody is going to say they never saw them, but Sam Darnold did admit that he saw Ghost. What does that mean to you? And why would he admit to that?
I think the admission is just his reality. I think he's comfortable in who he is and whatnot. So even back then, I still believe that Sam had a great comfort in his skin. I think seeing ghosts is when you start to chase things that aren't there. You know, you start when you're a quarterback and you get the play call in your helmet. The things that come into your mind, the thoughts that happened are in the hundreds. What's the play? Where's this person aligned? What motion? What shift? What's the down and distance? How much time is on the clock? What's the situation? Who are they defensively? What are they in? Is this a blitz situation? Is that person the blitzer? What's their coverage? So you have this trail of thoughts that start to go into your mind, and you can start to chase things that aren't necessarily there. You have to imagine, Dan, like you spend 6 days getting ready for a game, right? So you're just ingesting this information of game plan, your game plan, their game plan, your tape study, their tape study. And so you have this, it's not one or two things that go into the thoughts. It's this run-on sentence of hundreds of nuggets of information. And then you can see one snap and the defense does one thing. And then you can see a snap or about to be a snap and it looks the same, but then you might think that another thing is going to happen when it doesn't. And so then it's just this rat race, if you imagine the rat on the wheel, it's just this wheel of information that starts going through your head, and you start to chase things that aren't necessarily there. I remember doing the breakdown, honestly, after that morning. It was one of my first times on Get Up. And I still, to this day, am adamant that that wasn't a Sam Darnold thing. I think a lot of quarterbacks would have done that because New England showed the same thing all the time and brought something different. And so a lot of quarterbacks, I think, we're going to struggle with that. Certainly young kids, the first time you're ever experiencing, you're like, I have no idea what's going on. And so I think once But
here's Drake May in his second year.
And Drake hasn't really seen stuff like that on a consistent basis. And also you have to remember, Josh McDaniels, 24 postseason games. I think he's been in the NFL for 20 plus years. The way that Josh cuts out the fat on plays for him by, okay, I'll take a running back and motion him out there. Hey, Drake, if there's a linebacker out there, you know it's man. If there's not a linebacker out there, you know it's zone. All right, I've just taken out 50% of the things I have to think about. Motion the running back in. Hey, if the guy comes with them, you know it's probably not a blitz. If the guy doesn't go back with them, you know that it's probably going to be a blitz. Okay, I've, again, cut off all the information that you have to think about where Sam didn't have that experience.